Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. Last time out, this was one of the things that I built. There were a few things that I built in the last video. Of course, it was a continuation from the previous video, or the video before that, in which I was creating expanding some of the railway stations in order to cope with express lines. So I needed to increase the throughput of the station. Carnforth, Macclesfield, Croydon and Downham Market all had this enhancement applied to them. And then in the last video I connected two of these stations up properly, those being Carnforth and this one here, which is Macclesfield. Speaking of express services and having the throughput for express trains, here comes an express train which is currently set to stop at Macclesfield, but soon enough will no longer be stopping at Macclesfield and will be continuing on probably to Ely. So we will have it do Bracknell, Bracknell, Ely, Downham Market. And then for now, I suppose we will have it stop at Croydon and then come back and do the return journey. So in today's video, I'm going to complete the 4-track expansions, the upgrades in Downham Market and Croydon, and ensure that the trains are all able to run correctly. And hopefully, if that does not take too long, I will probably look at actually turning the express service into a proper express service. So make sure you stay tuned for all of that. Let's get started, and I think that is about it. There is nothing else left to mention, so let's get started. Now, one thing that I will say is that these videos are all being recorded before any of them are out, so that this 3-part series, or this 3-part mini video setup, is all being recorded prior to any of them going out. So if you have left comments on it, on any one of the previous 2 videos, whatever episodes there were, episode 121 and 122, I think. If you have left comments on any of them, I do apologise because I have not read them, as those comments at this point in time do not exist. Right, what I'm going to have to do is start bringing this line out. Also, I have noticed that these tracks are wrong. When should I change these tracks out? You can see the difference between the 2 tracks quite clearly, between the British track and the standard Transport Fever 2 track. I think a change of track will have to be done sooner rather than later. We'll probably go ahead and do that sometime in this video, should I remember to do so. Okay, so this is, I'm going to just move this like so, and I will peel this one off. Well, there is no need to peel it off because it is just going to be a 4-track setup, so no harm in this at all. What I am going to have to do is try to figure out this bit again is causing problems. I'm going to try to figure out how to stop this from doing this. Why is it doing that? That just makes no sense. So in order to fix that, I'm going to place these in first. Oh, this is only a 65 mile per hour. Okay, well, I'm going to have to be wary of that. 65, 64, I'll say that is okay, being 65 miles per hour. And this is the wrong road. This is the wrong road. Oh, here we go again. This is the wrong road. That is the wrong road. Which road is it? Any one of these? No. Any road. Please tell me. Well, it isn't going to be any of those. Nor any of those. It could be one of these. Oh no, that is a bus route. This is probably... No. One of... No. What are these roads? Those are country roads. This has changed. What is this? Menu Street Brick. Oh, this is just terrible. The fact that I can no longer find the right road. Wait, is there not a way for me to select this road and... There is a way for me to do this, isn't there? Info panel. What would that... What would this do? Click that. Info. ID. Does not tell me what... Okay, it does not tell me what type of road it is. That is annoying. There is one that could possibly tell me. Well, yes, hold on. If I did street here, this should tell me because these are the only streets I have. So, I'm assuming it is one of these. Clearly it isn't that, because I wouldn't do that. Although, I have clearly put that somewhere where I should not have. Cobble 4-lane town, Cobble 2-lane, it has to be that one. It is that one. Where is that one? Cobble 2-lane town. Cobble 2-lane town. It is that one. This is the... Oh no, it isn't. It's different. It is different. Well, that is the same. Although that is no decoration. It isn't a large street. I am very, very confused. Because as far as I'm concerned, it is this one here. So that is the one I'm going to use to connect this up in what should just be a perfectly straight line. This could work well for me actually, because if I were to demolish this tiny bit, connect this bit up, you'll notice that there is a bit of a dip in the road, which is actually really quite useful. That is not the one I want. That is the one. No, that is not the one. That is the one that I want. And I do that. Select this bit here. Just drop it ever so slightly. And I do mean ever so slightly. Just to flatten that a little, and in turn what that does is that kind of helps this setup. So realistically I could... Oh, I cannot put that down. It's okay. That is okay. Right, so those are Oh, that is those 4 completed. Let's do the whole... Where do I want the 65 mile per hour from? Should I say up to the turn? So really, we'll just put 80 up to... Did I actually select the 80? I'm not even sure. I think I did, yes. So just put 80 up to here, we would say. And then 65 beyond that. This is where I thought we were going to run into some issues. So how do I fix those? Simple. By doing that. And I'm sure nobody will begrudge that, will they? Similarly, I guess we could just do this, break that bit. This is probably going to end up changing, but we will do that, and we shall do that. Okay, say we. I shall do that. Back to 6,555 miles per hour. No. Back to this one, and the trouble of trying to connect these. Always problematic. There we go. Come on. Why is that now 62 miles per hour? If it wants to play like that, I'll bring this down to 60. And say, there you go. That is now 60 miles per hour. Probably do the same for this. Say, look, 60 through the station, and then it can increase once it has got through the station. It can then increase up to the 80. And then lastly, one of the things that I shall need to do is peel this one off, because this is not going to be happy about this bit here. And then all I have to do is figure out how far can I go along this. Whoops. How far do I need to go? Probably about here. This is where I need to open it up. So it says the last set of Scots pines. Oh no, there's some there. The second to last set of Scots pines, at least the pair on that side, and then yes, that is still quite a long distance of 2-track. So this is going to be very, very finicky, because what I want to do is get rid of one side without taking out all of the trees, just in case the trees are okay. And this should not be all too difficult to do a railway connection here. There we go. That is about right. 80 miles per hour. Once again, not 80. Thank you. And we shall do it from about here. That is a solid connection, and one more. Oh, and it gets rid of all of the trees. That is unfortunate. Well, not all. One remained. One tree remains. Well done. I may do something there, if possible. Now, this is coming around the corner and then straightening up here, so I'm actually going to push this back to there and see, actually a little further back there, and see if it is possible for me to somehow manage to... So I could still do the 80 there. Delete, and then like that. No. I want this to be much better than that. Like that. That could be okay. So you've come around this corner. You're about to, or you that is relatively straight, and then turn like so. And from here, really, this is just connecting it up like that, isn't it? As fast as possible. There. That is your high-speed join. Excellent. That isn't too bad. Obviously, it has the more natural look now. And then, I guess, one of the things that is going to happen, just for now, is going to be these 25 mile per hour crossings, which seem to always come up with too much slope. No. You do not have too much slope. That is not a thing. Where is the too much slope? I've overridden you. You tell me where the slope is, because there isn't. It is perfectly alright. So those crossings there, but also, oh, do those crossings need to be there, or should I do this? Will this even work? If this works, this will be impressive. That works. Slip that. Slip that. And now you can go to any track you wish. So from this track, 1, 2, 3 is accessible. 1, 2, 3 is accessible. Excellent. I'll actually get rid of that. Unnecessary. That is no longer necessary whatsoever. Okay. That is good. Now all I need to do is work this bit out. So how am I going to do this? Well, similar to... See, this is all okay. I suppose I would like an 88... not 88. Great Scott. An 80 mile per hour junction like this. And at what kind of speed and angle do I want it? Probably fairly similar to... Oh, it's this junction, right? That I want to build it off, yes. And where will it sort of end? Well, it doesn't. This one just builds up because there is no real end to it. So I'd probably say if there was an end, it would be about there. There you go. I guess that is a valid setup. I have no idea whether that is a valid setup or not. Now what I could do is start putting the signals back here. So there, and this signal can be deleted. Good. And for now, we leave that as it is. Let's go over to Down and Market. So that actually took a reasonable amount of time. Now Down and Market's one is going to be a little bit It's a bit more difficult. What we are going to have to do, similar to Croydon, there's going to be some deletion, except this time the trees are very much going. Where should we bring it back to? Bring it back to these signals, I think. Let's say about there. Whoops. There has to be a way, just, you know what? There. That is easier. Some of those trees may survive, but I doubt many will, because over here they definitely get a lot closer. And I need to ensure that all the other bits have gone. Why has the autosave kicked in early? Or did I just not start recording quickly enough? I have no idea. Back to the 80 mph tracks. Just waiting until the autosave is completed so that I can get on with this. There it goes. So now that that's out of the way, yes, I thought so. All of these are gone. If I do that, and then that. Oh, that is interesting. Why is this one higher up than the other? Than this one? How has that happened? I'd expect these to be at the same height. But apparently it does not want to do that. Let me do this. Do it like this and see if it is happier with that. Somewhat. Still a very weird setup, although I think I will take this as the route. Very curious about how close to this it is about to get. It gets right up to the... Okay. Well, that is incredibly interesting. Oh, in this case it is over. So that will have to... That is going to have to be fixed. Okay. Surprised it's letting me build it. There we go. Like that. Let's just do just that for now. This bit is close, but it is okay. This bit is my concern, so I'll just back this up a little. In fact, I'll just back up all the way up to there. Hopefully the sheep do not run away. Stay right where you are. Like so, and then let's keep this fairly close, but give it just that little bit of room that it very much requires. I think I'll even pop that one back. There we go. Okay, that I suppose is as close as we are getting on this side. You really do not want to be any closer than that. And with regards to this, I guess I really should do it again around the corner. So it's, for this one it expands here. For this one, actually this is a reasonable location to be expanding from. It's just a matter of how the house accepts the expansion. So do that, and then that, oops, that and then that, and see what it looks like. I guess it is okay. I suppose. It isn't the greatest, but it gives it a very realistic feel. I was going to say field. Feel. Now, is it right to have it in this manner? It can do 80, so there is that, and then, as I said, what I would then do is exactly like this from here. I would probably do almost exactly, no, I would just do it from, what would I do it from? I suppose from here. Like that. Right? Because that is where it is narrowing to. There. And that would be the junction. Possibly? That might be how it works. I'll come back to that. Let me sort out this side of Downham Market, which is going to be a little bit more difficult, although here the trees definitely are going. So no point trying to keep the trees on this side. Where do I want it to open up from? Probably as it comes into, maybe just from here. I think that is the better option. Or could I have it open up from here? It isn't going to be very long. Like if I were to do this, that is a matter of how many meters? 402 meters. Probably want more than that. Especially considering the speeds that these trains will be reaching in the future. And the deceleration time required for such a thing. I think here is the perfect opportunity. I'll push this back just a little. Oh, I can maybe leave the trees intact here. Oh no, I got rid of the fencing on this side. That is far from ideal. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that fencing and try and fix it. Here comes a train. Fix the fence, fix the fence. That isn't the fence. That is the fence that I wanted. Do this, I guess. Realistically, I suppose this would be how the fence would go. There we go. What's all this noise? Maybe, I guess. I have no idea. Okay, so what I wanted to do was open this up, which it isn't going to let me do just yet, but I'm sure I can somehow manage. Speed change 56. Right, so about here, we need a change to from 80 to 50. That is important to know. That is very important to know. So 80 to 50. Oops. 50. What's this? And I suppose we just run... Should we just run 50 all the way in? I think so. I think that is the smart option here. Although you can do 60 there. Maybe just get rid of this entire road? Hang on. Do we have to get rid of the entire road? Possibly not. Where was the 50 until? Oh, I've already done that bit. Never mind. Never mind. There we go. There's the 50. Excellent. And I could probably put all the fencing back in, but before I do that, I want to ensure that I can get this correctly closed up. Oh, we're going to get some traffic. You are going to wait. Right? Yes. Excellent. Freight traffic's more popular than passenger traffic here at the moment. How do I do this? What would happen if I built it from here? That's 80. Would it accept the 80? No. Where would it need to be to accept 80 though? So would it accept 80 up to there? No. Why? Why would you not accept 80 at that sort of distance? Would you accept 80 if I did that? No. Also no. Okay. From here, you would accept 80 there. How about right to the top then? No. I'm going to press build anyway. I know what the issue is, obviously. I just want to see if I can get this to accept 80 all the way up. And the answer is no. There is just no way to accept that's going to 80. So realistically, that track is going to end up being 60. Okay. And this also tells me where it needs to be, how far I need to push this. So that needs to go there. I've just knocked out another bit of fence, didn't I? It's okay. Hopefully. This thing that says single, it really isn't. It knocks out way more than you think. Just as demonstrated right there. There was no need for that. Right. Stop making these tracks active. I do not want them to be active tracks. Sound like I'm talking about music here. That is not going to work. But what if what if I did this? Still, only... Why is that 69 miles per hour? Why is that not 80? That does not make sense to me. That looks like it could take 80. And now that's 78 for some reason. Why? That is an 80 mile per hour track. Stop complaining about too much slope. And now that's 72. And that has just... Yes, that was exactly the way that was supposed to be planned, right? I'm so confused. Now that speed has just gone down to 75 miles per hour. Despite the fact that that was clearly 80 only a few moments ago. If I build it off here, would it reach 80? Yes. Okay. So if I built this off here, would it reach 80? No. There. It reaches 80 right there. Okay. You do that. And then you give me something. 76 miles per hour. Can I get that to 80? 77 miles per hour. Oh, it's so close. Why do I even have this here? No, nobody's building here. Just take the road away. Just end the road. There. Why was I worrying about that? And was it the road causing the issue? No, it also is not the road causing the issue. 77. 77. Okay, for now I'm going to accept 77, but I think I'm going to have to come back to this to really get an understanding as to what is going on here. So that needs to go like that, and then we have the one which is this one that is going to do the... Of course it was going to do that. So I suppose we start at the exact same location and get the 80. There we go. And there's the 80. Okay. Should we have a look at what that has done to the railways? Apparently this is what it has done. So you are what? Oh, you're the coal line. I see. So the coal line has decided it wants to overtake everything. Sure. Maybe I should have made a through track here for the coal, for the freight. Since there is clearly freight moving to and fro along this one and will be moving to and fro for a while. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. I should have done that. Does it really matter? I think in theory it should be okay. So maybe it doesn't matter. Let's put some signals in before I end this video. So we'll put a signal in there. There is a signal here already. No, there isn't. I'll put a signal there. That is okay for now. That there's a signal here. I'm actually going to move that signal to be here now. And I will break... Oh no, I'm not going to break that signal just yet. that signal can remain. That goes through there, that goes through there. If this is the express route, I shall have a signal here. Leave that open. Similarly, going in the opposite direction, this is the express route. So there will be a signal on this one. Like that. Okay, this is a start. This is definitely a start. Oh, we have 2 express trains waiting right here. How nice. Screenshot, thumbnail, maybe? That looks reasonable, doesn't it? There we go. Get that correctly placed. Just hoping that the there we go. That is probably that is actually quite neat how that has happened. It's the coal train just sort of pelted its way through. Now, realistically, I would be using the express platforms, to get the coal train going. What I am going to do now is... No, I need to add some more signals. Wait a minute. Once the signals are added, then I will do the last bit. So for this one, realistically, this is where you will have your express trains going through the middle. This is probably a good idea for now to do that. Yes, that is probably a good idea. And then this is okay. I'm not going to worry about any of this for now. The approach here is okay. Alright, so what I'm now going to do is I'm going to make some adjustments to how this works. So for now, the Croydon one, in fact, do you know what? I need to... Is it only the express train that comes to Croydon? I thought the stopping service came to Croydon too. Where does my stopping service go? Where does my stop... Oh, right. Right. That is something that I'm going to have to change. So obviously for now, we've got the whole Downham Market, Croydon. So back down to Downham Market. We'll go on platform 3 for you. And platform 2 for you here. Yes, I know. There you go, you should be able to make it. And nothing else to worry about just yet because there is no stopping service running here. So we are going to have to get the stopping service up and running. And then we have all of this. Okay, so all I need to do to finish this video off is get lost. Here we are. I'm going to have to rework some of the trees in this area. Turn all of this into trees, I suppose, if I wanted to. This bit looks kind of okay. Do I have fence along all of this? I did. So let's just place some of the fence back in. How long has this video been going on? A little while. So I do need to... Oh, not... Well done. That's also not what I meant to do. Meant to do this. Okay, try to get this. This is where it does get a little difficult. Perhaps I should be doing this once again whilst the game is paused, but it's okay. I'm sure it will still manage to run reasonably well. There we go. And then I shall start another one just here. Should be about straight until about there, and then arcing around or curving around nicely to there where it ends, and then the same thing right here. This one is just going to be a curve from the get-go, isn't it? Oh no, that gets a little bit close. Gets a little bit too close, I would say. That is better. Not quite there though. So now that I've seen that there is only a single express line going here, I'm going to have to work on some more passenger lines, which means Bracknell is going to need some significant upgrades, because there could be up to 4 different trains in Bracknell. So that could be something. Maybe this is not as ready to go as I was envisaging. Oh well, I'm sure I can manage something from it. This is where it gets a little bit awkward, because this curve is not the easiest of curves here. So what you have to do is you have to get the tangent just right, and once you do, once you have the tangent of the line just right, then it works brilliantly. Get the tangent wrong, and it starts looking very, very wonky. There we go. Yes, there's a double. What could I do here? This is what I can do. Not that. That was silly. Why is it placing it slightly off where I... That's weird. That is very weird. So I want to place one... So I want to place it from here. There we go, will that do it? Slightly off. Should be okay. Otherwise I'm going to spend forever doing that. So I'm going to have to say no, it is okay for now. That is that bit back in. Over here I know I no longer need to do it. I did not do it anyway, and all of this is already done. Did this bit have... It did. From here we had some... Let's put those back in. Here we go. Now hopefully this looks okay once we put some housing in here. That is the plan. For this to look okay once housing is in. And does it still have... Yes, it does. was going to say, maybe I should just end this one. But you know what? Because of how close this is, I am just going to end this slot here. Like so. And over here I'm going to bring it in and then cut it across. I think that is going to be the best way for me to do this. I'm going to try, oh dear. I'm going to try and do this, try and compensate for where it seems to start these. And this time it decided to start it in exactly the spot that's I pointed out. Why does it do that? There we go. That is probably as close as I'm going to get it. So if I do this, bring it up to maybe this signal, and then just say cut it in like so and be done with it. There. Oh, just in time. That autosave tells me that it is time to end this video. And I think with the changes that I have made and the things that I've done, this should be quite decent. I'm hoping. Just waiting for the autosave to do what it needs to do. Come on. There we go. And that is that. So. Just double checking. Yes, that looks somewhat decent. Now I just need to pick up a screenshot of the changes. S-bends seem to be featured quite a bit. I've just realised that S-bends are featured quite a bit in my series. Whether this is a good thing or not, I'm not entirely sure. But this is where I'm going to end it. It seems like, yeah, the shadowing with this new color shader in photo mode, at least if you are higher up, does not seem to work brilliantly. However, this may just do what I wanted to do. I just need to get the right-ish angle, get the best angle I can here, which will be maybe there. And that is where I shall end this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so at www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your supports would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. Also in the description box are links to my social media and Discord, so check those out as well. That is all from me, and I shall see you next time in Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series, where yes, it is time to start getting the express and stopping services running. Bracknell, I think, is going to need a bit of an upgrade, so maybe I shall spend some time upgrading Bracknell. That is probably a good idea. And also, maybe I should look for more of these S-turns. They seem to be, well, that's 2 in 2 episodes I've found. I'm sure I can find plenty more, so make sure you stay tuned for all of that.